folks, Chris Voss here from the Chris Voss Show.com, the Chris Voss Show.com. Or at least we like to call it that. Anyway, going to your blog post, I want to share with you, of course, the latest in social media and technology and phone technology. So you can go to the chrisvossshow.com or look at our YouTube channel. You can search a gazillion, it's almost a gazillion, shy one or two, of all the phone reviews and comparisons and also cool technology products, so you should do that also. So anyway, what we have today is we're going to be doing a review. This is going to be kind of fun. It's going to be the AT&T Samsung Galaxy S4 versus the AT&T Samsung Galaxy S4 Active. Now this is the one that we can put in water and all that fun stuff, and hopefully you saw the review of where I drowned this, and of course you can film underwater too, which is cool. So we're going to put these two babies head to head, see which one wins. Thanks to AT&T. Check out our partners there at AT&T.com. Fastest download and upload speeds. So let's see who wins. Okay, so here's what's kind of interesting with the Samsung Galaxy Active versus the Samsung Galaxy S4. We've run this test a few different times. We've had the Active come in anywhere from $2,700 to $2,800, but nowhere near the $3,100 the Samsung Galaxy S4 comes out to be. Very, very odd. We can't figure it out. We've run some different device shutdowns to shut down the background memory. We've done all sorts of tricks and tribulations. Restored the device, shut down background stuff. We're really not sure why the difference between these two is such a wide spread, because the processor is the same, the memory is the same. Kind of interesting. Maybe they tweaked it differently. Maybe the buttons add more pressure to the system. I don't know what the big difference is here. It is an 8 megapixel camera compared to 13 on the S4. I don't know, your guess is as good as mine, but we can't seem to solve this riddle that it seems to be a little slower according to Geekbench 2. Okay, since these are very similar processors and pretty much similar builds across the board on everything, we want to test them out, of course, with Geekbench 3. You can see here the single core score on both of them are really, really similar. 663 versus 669, 1800 multi-score versus 1871 multi-score. There may have been something working in the background of all these Android devices, which there always is. But it gives you an idea that they're very closely linked. Their OSs are the same. The processors are pretty much the same with the 1.9 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon and all that sort of good stuff. So you can see here there's not much difference between these two babies, even in memory, what they're operating with. And so their multi-score and single-core scores are about the same. Okay, so here we have with the AT&T 4.0. This is the newest app from AT&T that just barely came out. You can see the scores are fairly similar. They're very close together in here. You can see the multitask, the CPU integers, etc. They should be very close in their nature, considering the build of them, but we don't know if there's any special tweaking that Samsung did. It's definitely a little bit thinner on its device and a little bit taller, so I'm not sure if some of that had an effect on some of that sort of good stuff, and who knows. But definitely these are results we got, so you can take a look at them and decide what you want to do from there. I definitely like the Active, though, I got to tell you. It's nice having something. I've actually spilt water on it before, and if I had the S4 plain, I would have damaged it, where the Active survived several different spills, actually, on my car. So I like the build of it. It's much more tougher build on the machine, but who knows? It seems to be a little slower. Okay, so all in all, the S4s are my favorite phones anyway. I love the Active. I love the normal S4. The Active gives me a lot of protection, and I feel like it's a little bit more drop-proof and spill-proof, of course. You can go to AT&T, our good friends with the fastest downloads and upload speeds, AT&T.com. Tell them Chris Voss sent you. Chris Voss tested, Chris Voss approved. Be sure to check into our show and give us a like. Follow us on YouTube. Give us a subscribe button, all that sort of good stuff. Tell your friends, neighbors, relatives, and get geared up for the new iPhone and launch of major phones, so you get notifications. We bring those to you in more comparison reviews, full comparisons, and camera reviews. Thanks for coming by, the chrisvossshow.com. Be sure to check back in often.